I tell you what, Lee Sharp, you might want to just stay there if you're still listening to us, because I have big breaking news to bring you. It's being reported by our colleague Mark Kleiman from Sky News that Manchester United could finally be sold by their American owners after their 17-year reign. Mark Kleiman reporting tonight that the Glazer family is preparing to formally announce its intention to examine potential sources of outside investment that could include a full-blown auction of arguably the world's most famous football club.
Quite incredible, isn't it? Yes, that this coming from Mark Kleiman at Sky News. Sources saying that investment bankers are being instructed by Manchester United's owners to advise on the process, which is likely to include either a full sale or a partial sale, or potentially a strategic partnership with third parties, so more investment. I mean, this comes just, what, a week or two after the whole Liverpool situation.
What sort of figure could we be talking about for Manchester United? We saw Chelsea sold for more than £2 billion in the summer. Liverpool currently up for sale as well, essentially. What sort of price would it cost for someone to be able to buy Manchester United outright?
I think that's going to be a function of the level of interest in buying United. Remember that United is the most followed football club in the world by some measures, widely regarded to have a fan base numbering more than 1 billion people globally, which is many more than some of the world's biggest social networks, social media networks have. And so I think we are going to be talking about a very substantial sum of money, far in excess of United's stock market valuation. In fact, since we broke this story on Sky News earlier this evening, United's share price has risen by as much as 17%, showing that investors believe that there is a credible prospect here of United changing hands at a valuation far in excess of the current share price. I think it would be invidious at the moment to speculate on specific figures. I mean, over recent months, people have said it would take a £9 billion offer to persuade the Glazers to sell. I think that's pretty far-fetched. But could it be £5 billion? Well, potentially, if you look at the respective valuations, as you mentioned, of Chelsea, potentially Liverpool and other clubs which have changed hands in recent times, certainly a £5 billion figure, £4 or £5 billion figure doesn't seem out of the question.
Yes, Manchester United are exploring new investments, including an outright sale. Now that means the Glazer ownership, 17 years of their stewardship, which has been marked by declining on-pitch performances, could be coming to its end, which will rightly be celebrated by fans given the amount of debt they've leveraged onto the club. Now, what's quite instructive is the Rain Group. They are the exclusive financial advisors for this potential sale. They were also tasked with canvassing interest in Chelsea. And I am told that the fact that Chelsea fetched $4.25 billion in what was a forced sale. Remember the circumstances there. Roman Abramovich was sanctioned. The club needed to be sold, yet Chelsea were able to get that valuation. United feel they are obviously a superior asset and they would command a lot more money than Chelsea did. So there is a feeling that, one, obviously the Rain Group have lots of investors on file who are willing to buy an elite club, and that the valuation of sports teams are currently entering its peak, especially football clubs, amid a depressed financial market globally that's only going to get worse in a few years. United also have things to consider like interest rate risk. And there is also the ballooning costs of having to compete both on and off the pitch with state-owned clubs. Now, this is not only a story around Manchester United. What makes this so huge is the fact that Liverpool are also at the same time considering new investment and the potential of an outright sale. So you have two of the biggest English institutions, football royalty, up for grabs. And the big thing is making sure that if they are on the market, that they end up in the right hands.